think you need a new job, fancy house, or a lottery win to be happy. No, that's a myth that keeps you stuck chasing the wrong things. Now, happiness, it isn't tied to your bank account. Depressed folks can be dirt poor or filthy rich, and happy people are the same. So take a moment to look over your own life. Were there times when you had a more affluent life, but it still felt worse than tucking into a burnt steak? Maybe you know somebody who has it all, but every time you meet them, they can't stop moaning. And yes, it really was okay to change the locks and ghost them on social media because you just couldn't take it anymore. You're human, not a robot, and I'm pretty sure even robots have their limits. Now, research shows external things such as wealth don't guarantee joy. Your internal emotional state calls the shots, no ifs, no buts, 100% of the time. And if you're unhappy, your brain's prefrontal cortex, so the PFC, is too bogged down by stress to plan desire-driven actions like chasing dreams or ditching those bad habits that you've been lovingly curating since childhood. Now, I break things down in detail about the amygdala, PFC, emotional tango in the podcast episode, How an Apple Turnover Obsession Helps You Beat Anxiety. But to save you from wandering away when I worked so hard to get you here, it's important to let you know that while stress may make it seem like your amygdala has hijacked your PFC, it's still there, still working, just not quite as well as it should. So think of it this way. You've got an important meeting and have your perfect outfit planned out just to show enough sophistication with a punch of confidence, but not too much because you're not a narcissist. But because life has been so full on, you haven't yet sorted your clothes mountain that's piled high in the corner of the bedroom. You have a load of clothes left in the dryer, and you also have a job lot of clothes hiding out in the spare room. Now, in order for you to hunt down that show-stopping deal-winning outfit, you have to do some legwork. You've got to clear some things out and have a good old hunt. So things like anxiety, overwhelm, or stress, they cloud your ability to take positive actions. And thankfully, you don't have to hire one of those cleanup crews to get your brain back in gear. The solution? It's simple. Get happy and your mind will naturally nudge you towards actions that spark lasting joy. That said, if you're in a toxic environment, such as having a bad job, a rough home, etc., temporary relief from the soul-sucking space that you're in can clear enough mental space for you to be able to work on yourself and move towards a place of long-term awesomeness. And if you're in a dangerous environment, then please do what you need to get somewhere safe. No amount of positive thinking will help you evade an abusive person, regardless of how many times they apologize or profess their love. You can't change somebody else. You can only change yourself. So please, safety first. And as a little aside, you shouldn't even attempt to change somebody else because it's not your job. It impinges on their free will choices, which is simply not cool. Also, you don't like other people deciding what you should do, so stop being a hypocrite. Anyway, back to this podcast episode. This whole concept of changing your experiences as the way to changing your happiness is randomly embedded in society's collective psyche as the fastest path to happiness. Hashtag spoiler alert, it isn't. And in my opinion, it's one of the biggest reasons that many people fail at healing. In fact, it's so detrimental. In week 1 of working with my one-to-one therapy clients, I ban them from 2 things. The first, no big life changes until week 12. The second, no meditation until week 10. And we're not going to go into the whole meditation thing because it's irrelevant to this podcast episode, but the giant life changes ban is super important and will stop you from derailing your success. You see, if you're trying to overcome things like anxiety, depression, and even psychosis, the work that you have to do is insane. No pun intended. Now, there's no way your currently fragile mind can take a giant, unexpected, and life-shattering upheaval on top of you having to face all the dark stuff in your past that you've shoved down for decades head on. You have to give your brain time to stabilize before you upend everything. Most importantly, thanks to that whole PFC being buried under a mountain of clothes thing, you're not in a position to make any decisions that will lead you to a better place. Instead, you'll pretty much be guaranteeing that you recreate the nightmare of a situation that you're desperately trying to escape. And chances are this is what you've been doing for the last few weeks, months, or even years. And if you need to, make it your mantra. get happy, then change my experiences. And here's how to use this information to help you heal anxiety and build happiness safely. Number one, join a local key group. So pop into a knit and natter or book club for 20 minutes every week. Social connection boosts endorphins, easing anxiety without significant commitments. Now, I know I said I ditched the caffeine in the podcast episode called Sleep Secrets, Are Your Dreams Fooling You? But funnily enough, my local knit and natter is in a Starbucks attached to the Sainsbury's. So if your willpower isn't strong enough to hold off the cravings when faced with the smell of coffee, or there's another reason why the local place makes it tricky, there's always things like social media groups or Zoom meetings to fall back on, where you can, get out of the house. Number two, take short walks. Now, a 20-minute daily stroll outdoors has been scientifically proven to lift your mood and clear your head. Doing it in a green space is even better. Don't listen to podcasts, not even this one, or music, or have any distractions. Simply walk and enjoy the experience of being outside. Not only will it help to clear your mind, exercise has been shown to cut stress hormones such as cortisol by up to 60%, and the shredded pounds from gliding around in the sunshine won't do your confidence and health any harm either. Number three, practice gratitude. Spend 2 minutes a day noting 6 things that you're thankful for. Anything less than 3, and it doesn't do enough noodle rewiring. And 6 is a powerful number when it comes to harnessing our superpowers, so why wouldn't you? Now, gratitude statements have been shown to safely and permanently rewire your PFC, flicking the autopilot switch from negativity to positivity and reducing anxiety long term. But here's the rub. You can't just do this once. You need to hunker down and do this every single day for at least 6 weeks, because that's how long it takes on average to create good, solid neural connections. See, I told you 6 was a powerful number when it comes to noodle rewiring. And number 4, pause big decisions. So hold off on life-altering moves, quitting jobs, moving home, saying bye to that deadbeat partner who chews their food too loudly, etc., for at least 12 weeks. Stability helps your brain process emotions clearly, avoiding impulsive regrets. Instead, focus on small micro changes that you can make to how you show up, whether setting an alarm for the same time each day to build a routine, or committing to listening to these podcast episodes each week as a type of free therapy session. Focus on you and how you feel. Then when your brain's firing on all cylinders, decide what you want your future to look like. Happiness starts in your head, not your circumstances. Use these simple steps to safely spark clear anxiety and set the stage for changes that stick. No lottery ticket needed. Though if you do win the lottery, feel free to send me something nice through the post. I will not be offended. P.S. If you need a bit of daily motivation to get yourself in the swing of things, use the link in the description to join the 100% free self-care micro challenge. Each day, you'll receive scientifically proven tools, tips, and techniques to banish anxiety in 5 minutes or less. But don't delay, this challenge won't be around forever.